Hey there, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my new video, your go-to destination for enriching discussions on real-life challenges and effective strategies for personal growth. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us have encountered at least once. I've been on my fair share of chemistry-less dates, and I've learned that these encounters can be the catalyst for the most remarkable connections. And I'm thrilled to share these insights with you, so you can approach such dates with a newfound sense of confidence and purpose. Picture this. You're dressed to impress, sitting across from someone you met online or through a friend, and the conversation is flowing, but there's one crucial element missing, that elusive spark. The chemistry you hope for just isn't there. It's a scenario that can leave us feeling a bit perplexed, right? Chemistry, while magical, is not the sole ingredient for a meaningful connection. Sometimes, it's the dates that don't set our hearts racing that offer the most profound lessons and opportunities for growth. In this video, we're going to unravel the secrets of not just surviving but thriving through a date when that anticipated chemistry doesn't seem to ignite. Whether you're navigating the world of dating apps, experiencing a blind date, or just want to make the most of every interaction, the insights we'll explore today will empower you to turn an absence of chemistry into an opportunity for growth and connection. So, grab your favorite drink, settle into your comfiest chair, and let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Let's dive into this empowering conversation and unlock the code to not just surviving, but thriving through dates when chemistry is elusive. Let's embrace the beauty in authentic connections and make every date a chance for growth and connection. Sometimes you meet someone on a first date and quickly realize that the two of you have no chemistry. What is the socially acceptable way to handle this oftentimes awkward situation? While your first reaction may be to call off the date immediately, go home, and start fresh in the morning, this would be an inappropriate response. Even if you feel no chemistry, it is important that you be polite and do your best to have a good time. In addition, you owe it to yourself and the other person to make absolutely sure there is no chemistry by allowing the date to continue. First, making the most of your date. Recognize that the date is not a total disaster and just relax. Just because you do not feel a spark on a first date with someone does not mean it is the end of the world. Keep in mind that it is not possible to have chemistry with everyone. Try to laugh off the lack of chemistry and make the most of the date by considering it an opportunity to make a new friend. Get to know the person like you would try to get to know anyone else. Ask questions about his or her interests, hobbies, likes or dislikes, and goals. Some good questions to ask include: what are your hobbies? How do you like to spend your spare time? Where do you work? Do you like working there? What are your friends like? Do you like to read? If so, what is your favorite book? Are you a big movie goer? If so, what kind of movies do you like? What is your favorite movie? Take a walk. If the date is not going well, try suggesting going for a walk. Sitting across from each other in a cafe can be really awkward if you do not have much in common, but you don't need to face each other or talk much if you go for a walk. You will also get some mood-boosting exercise in the process, which may make you feel better about the date. Try suggesting a walk by saying something like, "It's a beautiful day. Do you want to continue our conversation while we walk through town?" Ask some oddball questions. If the conversation is boring and you are having a hard time paying attention to your date, then try asking a few unexpected questions to spice things up. Even if you have nothing in common with the person, throwing a few curveballs his or her way should make the date a little more fun. Try to ask some things that really interest you. Some questions you might ask include: if you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? What would you do to survive a zombie apocalypse? Where would you go if you could go on an all-expenses-paid vacation? Make conversation more interesting by proposing a debate. When it's clear no relationship will come of this date, you may want to use this opportunity to see just how different you are from your date. Try asking your date about his or her thoughts on global warming or some other controversial issue. Although you might disagree, you might enjoy hearing someone else's viewpoint, and the topic may spark an interesting conversation to help pass the time. As an added bonus, by learning about your date's opinions, you may even become more attracted to him or her. People who have common interests and beliefs tend to be more attracted to each other. Limit your alcohol intake. Having too much alcohol on a bad date can lead to trouble. First, Drinking too much can impair your judgment, which might make someone who you are not interested in seem more appealing. Second, overindulging in alcohol on a date may make you seem immature and impolite. Drinking too much on a date may also lead to more severe consequences, such as contracting an STD. That is why it is wise to stay sober and in control so that you do not do anything you might regret. Try not to drink at all if the date is not going well, just so that you can maintain control and handle the situation in the best way possible. Alcohol is likely to make things worse rather than better. Second, dealing with the lack of chemistry. Say that you are not interested in a kind way. If you are not interested, you should let the person know you have no intentions of carrying on a romantic relationship with him or her, but be as nice as possible about it. Avoid making a blunt statement such as "I am not interested in you." Phrasing your lack of interest in this way would come across as rude and inconsiderate. Try saying something like, "This is hard for me to say, but I have to be honest with you. I have really enjoyed spending time with you, but I don't think that we are a good match. You deserve to meet someone who shares your interests and goals, and I just do not think that I am that person. But I wish you all the best, and I have enjoyed getting to know you." Suggest the two of you become friends. If you do not feel any chemistry but suspect that the two of you may become friends, try making that suggestion. If you do this, be absolutely clear that all you want is friendship. It is possible that this may not be an option if the other person is attracted to you. However, if the other person shares your idea, you might have found a great new friend out of a bad date. Try saying something like, "Even thought we were not a match. I had a good time getting to know you. Do you think we could be friends?" Keep in mind that this strategy can backfire as well, so be careful about using it. Some people may feel just as rejected if you suggest that the two of you become friends. It is also possible that your lack of chemistry may mean that you do not even have enough in common to become friends. Reject the possibility of future dates. If the other person is interested in a second date, you should politely decline either after the first date or later on. You do not need to provide a concrete reason. Avoid being non-committal and do not say things like "maybe we can meet again sometime." Although you may be reluctant to hurt someone's feelings, it is sometimes necessary to do so in order to find what you are looking for. Try saying something like, "It was great to meet you and to get to know you, but I don't think that we should go on another date. I think you are a great person, but I do not think we are a match. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you find the right guy or girl for you." Third, determining if chemistry is lacking. Check for signs of chemistry. Chemistry is not scientific. It is not something that can be identified or be developed between two people. However, psychological studies have provided some insights as to what chemistry is made of. It includes non-judgment, similarity, mystery, attraction, mutual trust, and effortless communication. If you have chemistry with someone, then you will probably feel it. But you may want to take a moment to consider what you have in common with the person and determine whether chemistry is really lacking. Try asking yourself some simple questions to determine if you have chemistry with someone. For example, you might ask, "Am I attracted to this person? Do we have things in common? Do we share values and beliefs? Do I want to know more about this person? Is it easy to talk to this person?" If your answer is yes to any of these questions, then there might be something there. Don't try to force chemistry. While it is a good idea to search your feelings before you decide that this date is going nowhere, you should not try to force chemistry to develop either. If you do not feel attracted or interested in someone, then that will probably not change. Arrive at the date with few expectations and an open mind. Do not let preconceived notions about the person, the date spot, or anything else reshape your opinion of the other person. This can interfere with how you determine whether there is any chemistry between the two of you. Excitement and anticipation are fine, but judgment and expectations are not. It is critical that you do not make a judgment before the date begins or the instant the date begins. For example, if your date chooses a restaurant that you dislike as your meeting spot, do not read this as an indication that you will have nothing in common. Reflect upon your initial impressions to find out if you have physical chemistry. Psychologists and relationship experts claim that you can recognize physical chemistry almost immediately. One of the most important factors for physical chemistry is sexual attraction. If you find yourself attracted to a person during the first moments of your meeting, then there is a good chance that physical chemistry can develop. If there was no initial attraction, there is a good chance physical chemistry may never exist between the two of you. Physical chemistry has been shown to be more important for men in determining whether a second date is possible. Consider if the two of you are compatible based on conversation. Compatibility takes a little longer to recognize than physical chemistry, and it can only be discovered through conversation and interaction. Compatibility is about common values, similar life goals, being comfortable with one another, shared experiences, and having fun together. Compatibility is essential for the development of a healthy and long-lasting relationship. It can even help to build physical chemistry. Studies have shown that women are more likely to look for compatibility than a man would on a first date. You may find compatibility based on your college experiences, your interests in sports or literature, a love of travel, experiences in previous relationships, desire for children, and more. Organize a good first date to allow chemistry to develop. Chemistry between you and your date may fail to develop if you organize a terrible date. By spending time together and having a good time, you have a better chance of seeing who the other person is and what they are like. Use your imagination when planning a first date so that it reflects you as a person, but you may want to keep these tips in mind. Pick a fun, neutral location. Avoid noisy bars, as you will want to be able to hear your date. First dates can benefit from having shorter time limits. Consider getting ice cream or coffee rather than meeting for dinner. Avoid ambiguous locations that give you no aim. For example, meeting at the mall is probably not a good idea unless there's a particular cafe you can visit. Don't go to the movie theater on a first date. You won't be able to speak with one another. Give it time. There are a number of reasons why you may not feel chemistry from the moment a date begins. If you're nervous or shy, then this can make it hard to determine if there is any chemistry. Do your best to be friendly and relax, and to offer smiles and encouraging looks. This will help give chemistry a chance to develop. If you're nervous, try admitting it. This may help your partner open up. Try saying something like, "I am sorry, I am not saying much. I am a little nervous." Ask questions to encourage conversation. You might ask something like, "What do you like to do on the weekend?" Or, "Where are your favorite places to travel?" Avoid asking personal questions on a first date. People have differing levels of privacy and might not feel comfortable sharing everything. For example, it is fine to ask what someone does for a job, but you should not ask how much money someone makes. Chemistry, while often sought after, isn't the sole indicator of a meaningful connection, and today, we've discovered the magic of authentic interactions beyond the initial sparks. You have the power to navigate the world of dating with grace and confidence, regardless of the sparks in the air. Sometimes it's the seemingly chemistry-lacking dates that lead to the most remarkable connections. Remember, every interaction, even those without fireworks, can offer valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Each date, whether filled with chemistry or not, is a stepping stone on your path to discovering what you truly seek in a partner and in yourself. As we wrap up this insightful journey into the art of surviving a date when chemistry seems elusive, I want you to leave with a heart full of wisdom and a spirit brimming with resilience. If you found these strategies and insights valuable, I encourage you to show your support by giving this video a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing for more enriching discussions on dating, relationships, and personal growth. Thank you for being part of our incredible community. Your support and engagement mean the world to me. Take care, stay positive, and continue your journey of personal growth and authentic connections. Until our next encounter, keep learning, keep growing, and keep embracing the beauty of dating beyond chemistry. Every interaction is an opportunity for connection and growth. You've got this, and I wholeheartedly believe in you. Keep shining. Keep embracing the beauty in authentic connections, and keep navigating the world of dating with an open heart. The world is waiting for your unique brand of wisdom and resilience.